Hi, Jacques here, working as a Christian pastor with one thought. Hope you do love one. Personally, I think one of the most difficult things in life is to gain perspective. Think about how final you thought breaking up with that boyfriend or girlfriend was, only to realize later, much later, you dodged a bullet. In that moment, that breakup seems and feels like the end of the earth, but it just isn't. See, because as humans, one of the fundamental problems we have is that we just cannot predict where and how things would end. And in order to try and navigate that, we come up with structures and strategies and beliefs, all things that we try and use to create some kind of predictability in our lives. Now, when James, the brother of Jesus, wrote to believers, he had to remind them of the truth that there is always a bigger picture, one that we cannot see. For instance, people struggling with poverty tends to think that this is just the way that things are going to be. This is the story of their lives. Whereas people who are rich often think that they can do and get away with anything because they've got access to resources. What James pointed out was that both perspectives are actually incorrect in the light of who God is. He is the one who uplifts the poor, and he is the one to be trusted rather than riches. And therefore he invited his readers into a different perspective. This brings me to the thought that I want to share with you today. Whatever you think of your circumstances, today is not the final word on it. And that perspective, realizing that today is not the final word, brings hope. And it enables faith. So can I encourage you today, do not believe that today is the final word. God has got the final word, and whatever he says is the final word, that is the perspective that you and I would be wise to keep always in front of us. So be wise, put your life in perspective, listen to what he says the final word is. And therefore, I hope this thought encourages you. I hope it enables you to look at your circumstances and your obstacles a little bit differently. Most of all, I pray that you and I can meet up soon.